Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm your host, Ron Nicoletti. It is a beautiful day in South Florida. We have an 8-race card on Friday. Let's get right to those track and weather conditions. The main track fast, the turf course listed as firm. The first race, 5 furlongs on that firm turf course. These are maiden claimers. 3-year-olds and upward will have 9 runners going to the post. The off-time favorite, number 2, Excellent Prospect.
Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, that's Rocket Boulevard, who gets the first call. Exclusive Song moves up on the outside to challenge. Away third is Excellent Prospect. Then it's Gemsum, who sets up shop fourth, a length better than Magic Jackson. He's a length and a half in front of Spellbreaker, down to the rail 5:30. Then No Wedding and Don Terso Q as they take it to the far turn. Exclusive Song clears over, leads it by 2. Rocket Boulevard second. Excellent Prospect and Rios are now working off the fence while third in front of Gemsum, who's fourth. Then back fifth and trying to run on from the back is Magic Jackson, as they win a quarter in 21-4, and they run to the top of the stretch. Exclusive Song is in front. Here's Rocket Boulevard up and on the outside. Excellent Prospect going to try to inside lane. He does have room there, and he quickened up to try to take the lead. Into the stretch, Rocket Boulevard, Exclusive Song up the inside, Excellent Prospect, and Gemsum is down the center. Gemsum shifting ground, but also taking over. From far back, Spellbreaker's up into second, then Excellent Prospect, Gemsum in front. Spellbreaker second in front of Excellent Prospect and Rocket Boulevard in 57-4.
Number 4, Gemsum springs the upset in the opener, pays $24 to win. Owned by Dorothy Raffa, trained by Joe Cantonese III, and ridden to victory today by apprentice Tyler Gaffleone. Race number 2, 7 furlongs to start, an optional claimer for 3-year-olds. 6 runners going to the post with no scratches or jockey changes to report.
And they're up. Purple Smoke was a step slow, and blowing the start completely was Golden Luck. For the front, it's You Can't Stop Me who will establish the early lead. Renombre comes away in second. Aces for John is away in the top flight. Rain back to run third. Then it's a length back to Island Dude, who's a bit keen. Third last. Second last is Purple Smoke. And after making a mess of the break, Golden Luck is the trailer as they run down the backstretch. Top 2 quicken up. Renombre on the outside. You Can't Stop Me toward the inside. They won an opening quarter and a casual 23-3, and they've separated themselves by 3 lengths over Aces for John, who's chirped along to keep his spot, but he slowly shuffled back to second last now with Purple Smoke and Island Dune right there, and still far back to Golden Luck. They won a quarter in 23-3, and they have 5/16 to go. With the lead, You Can't Stop Me in front after a 46-3 half mile. Renombre works harder from second. 2.5 to Purple Smoke third. Then to the inside, Island Dude is now fourth. Aces for John comes under a scrub. He's just 1-paced right now. He's racing fifth with 4.5 lengths to raise, and they run to the top of the stretch. You Can't Stop Me and Renombre. They've been at each other since they sprung it. They turn for home in lockstep. 2.5 lengths back to Aces for John. Mirage trying to tip him to the outside to get Resurgent with 1/8 of a mile to go. You Can't Stop Me has the lead. Renombre is second. Aces for John down the center, but You Can't Stop Me. No, you can't. He's a gate-to-wire winner. You Can't Stop Me in front by 2 in the end from Renombre, then Aces for John and Island Dude in 125 flat.
Number 3, You Can't Stop Me, wins it from Mr. Denny's Racing Stable and Kathleen O'Connell, trained by Kathleen O'Connell, and that gives apprentice rider Tyler Gaffleone both halves of the early daily double. We're going to take a short break and be right back.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Point of entry would not be denied. And they're into the stretch. Point of entry's taking the lead.
Point of entry, a 2-length lead.
It's Point of Entry taking the lead. Point of Entry will go to the Breeders' Cup on a 5-race winning streak.
5-time Grade 1 winner from a deep Phipps family with the pedigree and physical to become the heir of Dynaformer. Point of Entry, standing at Adena Springs.
Welcome back. Our third race, 5 furlongs on the turf. These are claimers. They're 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch the 2 dedicated to Bob. Jockey change on number 4. Make the rider Juan Leva.
And they're up. Alpha Slew was off a length slow. Toward the inside, that's Handsome Jack alongside Too Wild for Words. And from between them, Helper Rye comes to join the vanguard. Helper Rye and Too Wild for Words, the 1-2. Little Baker on the outside is now third, 2 in front of a recovering Alpha Slew. Then it's Handsome Jack second last, and Determinate is last as they swing around the far turn. Helper Rye and Juan Leva in front by a neck. Little Baker is second. Here's Alpha Slew. Up and on the outside, 3 wide, third in front of Too Wild for Words and Handsome Jack. Determinate is last and covers ground after a 22-1 opening quarter time. Helper Rye held together up front. Little Baker's in the 2 path and right up on his outside. It's a length back to Alpha Slew, who stalled a bit while covering ground. Toward the inside and Too Wild for Words. Handsome Jack's off the fence and they're into the stretch. Little Baker on the outside issues the challenge to Helper Rye, who tries to fight back second. 3 lengths back to stablemate Handsome Jack and then Too Wild for Words. Helper Rye had to take up, but Mr. Baker's moving clear. Mr. Baker 3 on top. Helper Rye second from Handsome Jack and Too Wild for Words and 56-1.
The third race winner, number 7, Little Baker, owned by Acclaimed Racing Stable, trained by Kirk Zadie, and ridden to victory today by Jesus Rios. The fourth race, 1 mile and 1/8 on the turf. It's a starter allowance for 4-year-olds and upward. Scratch the number 2, Xavier. Also scratch number 4, Poco Man.
And they're up. Toward the inside, Golden Rifle gets the first call. Goes looking for the lead. Change of command. Tries to keep his spot toward the rail. These 2 get acquainted. They've opened up 3 on Cozy Kitten, who's away racing in third. Depeche Chat on the outside is now fourth, and trailing early is Zane. Passing in front of us for the first time, 1 lap to run. The leader is Golden Rifle and Eddie Castro by 3 parts of a length. Rein back is change of command under Eduardo Nunez to set up shop second. He'll tip into the 2 path for clear passage. 3 in front of Cozy Kitten. Toward the outside, Depeche Chat, and toward the inside, it's Zane. They run around the clubhouse turn, and with the lead, Golden Rifle. Nunez took change of command to the outside, and he's now up to apply pace pressure. These 2 quicken the cadence again. They've opened 6 lengths on Cozy Kitten in third. Depeche Chat is now fourth, and Zane is held up at the back, pocketed up and 7 lengths off the speed. After the opening quarter went in 22-2, they kept it up to the half in 46-2. So this pace is pretty stiff right now, and Golden Rifle is pushed along by change of command. Stretch of 3 to Cozy Kitten. Zane is asked to quicken mid-race. He's fourth now and within 3 of the lead. And Depeche Chat coming under a chirp. He's last of all, but he's in touch, about 3 lengths off the lead. They run around the far turn. Golden Rifle's chirped along and change of command right alongside. Cozy Kitten appears to have horse, no place to prove it, with Zane on the outside. And Depeche Chat switched out for the drive to try to gain ground. This is up for grabs. They run to the top of the stretch. Long shot Zane is up on the outside to try to take the lead. Cozy Kitten buried, no place to go. Depeche Chat on the outside, and they're at the top of the stretch. From the outside, Depeche Chat and Zane. Now Cozy Kitten gets through toward the inside. These 3 to settle the score. Change of command is not going away. In deep stretch, Depeche Chat driven up on the outside. Cozy Kitten trying to quicken with him, but it's Depeche Chat to win it by a half a length. Cozy Kitten second, Zane third, then change of command, and Golden Rifle wound up last in 149-1.
Number 7, Depeche Chat wins it for owner Mark Valentine, trained by George Navarro and ridden to victory today by Miguel Vasquez. We'll take a short break and be back for the 5th in just a bit.
There's a new day dawning in Florida. Never before has a Breeders' Cup Classic winner retired to stud in the Sunshine State. Until now. Adena Springs presents 3-time Grade 1 winner and earner of over $4 million, Fort Larned. New to Adena Springs South.
Welcome back. The fifth race, 1 mile maiden claimer for 3-year-olds and upward. Scratch number 1, gavel down.
And they're up. Phil's Comprise begins nicely. Gato Macho is showing speed. Down to the inside, Zoombox moves forwardly in the early stages. In fact, Zoombox will take the lead in the run out of the chute. Me Patron will keep him company from the outside second, 2 lengths better than an improving Starship Phantom, who's now third. Gato Macho got a chirp on the shoulder from Castro to stay close early on. A stretch of another 4 to Wild and Phil's Comprise. Down the backstretch after the opening quarter was covered in 23-3. The leader is Me Patron. He's 30-1 and he's on top by a length. Zoombox taken in hand by Gaffleone. He'll look to tip him back into the 2-path for re-rally. Starship Phantom is racing third. Up on the outside, it's Gato Macho. He's been chirped along steadily. He's fourth now and 6 lengths off the lead. He's 2 lengths better than Wild and Phil's Comprise is far back. Less than half a mile to go. They went a half mile and testing 46-3, and there's now 3 furlongs left to go. Me Patron does all the heavy lifting. He goes to the quarter pole 3 in front at 30-1. Racing second now is Zoombox, 2.5 lengths back to Gato Macho. He'll need to get a move on from there. Wild is moving up on his outside, and they run to the top of the stretch. Here's Zoombox up on the outside. He's put to pressure, but he just took over. Me Patron did too much too soon. Toward the inside, Wild. Gato Macho is still in the hunt for a share. After 3 quarters and 113 flat, they're into the stretch. Zoombox settles into the lane on top, a widening 4 lengths. The battle's on for second. Phil's Comprise is moving up on the outside. Gato Macho never kicked on. Starship Phantom to the inside. In deep stretch, this is all Zoombox. Zoombox and Tyler Gaffleone wrapped up winners. 3 for Tyler today. He's 5 in front. Phil's Comprise second. Starship Phantom third. Then Me Patron, Gato Macho, and Wild. 141-1, the running time.
Number 2, Zoombox scores and gives apprentice rider Tyler Gaffleone his 3rd victory on the card. The 2-horse pays $6 to win. Race number 6, 7.5 furlongs on the turf. It's an allowance optional claimer. Fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and upward. 7 runners going to the post. The off time favorite number 1, War Office.
And they're up. From the outside, Scat Daddy's Breeze wins the break and goes looking for the lead. Cracking Good Pins moves to challenge. And War Office in her North American debut. She's quick early. She's taken in hand third behind these top 2. Then from the outside, it's Wild Heiress with Vipera between horses. It's a length back. Second last is Like a Queen. And Wild About Jazz is last of all as they run around the first turn. The leader is Scat Daddy's Breeze by a length. Tugging up on the outside, Wild Heiress is now second. Cracking Good Pins is third. War Office is a bit keen. Racing fourth while working off the fence. She's in the 2-path now, trying to secure clear passage. Then to the outside, it's Vipera, 2 lengths in front of Like a Queen, and trailing the field here, the trailer is Wild About Jazz. Down the backstretch they go. They win a 24-second opening quarter, and they approach the half-mile pole. Scat Daddy's Breeze is a 50-1 bomb and leads it a half a length. Cracking Good Pins toward the inside has now got through to be second. 3 wide is Wild Heiress third. War Office comes under a chirp from fourth. Then to the outside, Vipera, who's keeping the favorite pinned in. 2 lengths in front of Wild About Jazz, and Like a Queen is last, and they run to the top of the stretch. Castro got off the fence with War Office, and she's up on the outside to converge on the leaders. Cracking Good Pins and Gaffleone fight back. Wild Heiress between horses is also hanging tough. Far outside him, Vipera. Behind him, Wild About Jazz runs on from last. This is up for grabs. Cracking Good Pins has the lead. Wild About Jazz, stop cold, no place to go. War Office continues to chip away, but now Wild About Jazz got through, and here she comes. Like a Queen's up the inside. Wild About Jazz with the momentum. Wild About Jazz, a winner. Like a Queen second, Cracking Good Pins, then Wild Heiress, and 130-3.
Number 7, Wild About Jazz, loves this course. His 5th victory on the Gulfstream turf, owned by JPD Stables, LLC. Trained by Dave Brady and ridden to victory today by Jose Caraballo. We're going to take a break and be back for the late Daily Double.
Gulfstream Park is one of Florida's top entertainment destinations, mixing restaurants, clubs, a casino, and international boutique shops with world-class racing. In a lavish, sun-drenched setting with the feel of a Mediterranean village, Gulfstream is a leading year-round entertainment and tourist destination and the home of luxury residences in 2014. The Stronach family, owners of Gulfstream Park, is committed to the sport of thoroughbred racing and the grace, spirit, and generosity of the horse.
Our seventh race in the afternoon, 1 mile and 1/16 on the turf. These are claimers, 3-year-olds and upward, which have never won 2 races in life. Scratch the number 2, Run Saichi. Also scratch number 7, Ringo.
And they're up. Toward the inside, Al Caravan begins the best in the center. Here's Oh Marvelous moving to challenge. Oh Marvelous takes the lead while under restraint. Steel and Pack comes away racing in second with Scoria down to the inside third. From the outside, Mr. Magician is away in early fourth in front of El Caravan, who actually won the beginning. Akati's Ice is last of the 6 as they bend into the first turn. They're chasing the speed of Oh Marvelous. No pace pressure for him. He's 3.5 lengths in front of the gray Steel and Pack, who's on a long rein route second. From the outside and racing in third is Mr. Magician, to the inside Scoria now fourth, followed by Akati's Ice and Al Caravan. They won a quarter time in 25-1. Down the backstretch they go. With the lead, Oh Marvelous and Manny Aguilar show the way 3 parts of a length. Up on the outside, Mr. Magician is forcing the hand of Steel and Pack. They want to quicken the pace now. Steel and Pack between horses, Mr. Magician 3 wide. Scoria watches the action from fourth and 4 lengths in front of Akati's Ice with Al Caravan to the inside. They move to the half-mile pole after a 51-second half-mile. Not much pace on, and Steel and Pack has now made the lead. Oh Marvelous is there second. Mr. Magician 3 wide and forcing the issue third. Scoria is behind the speed while fourth for Jonathan Gonzalez. 3.5 in front of Akati's Ice and Al Caravan. They run around the far turn. Now the pace quickens. Steel and Pack leads at 3 parts of a length. Mr. Magician is second. Scoria is now asked to do his running from third. Toward the inside, it's Oh Marvelous. From the back, Akati's Ice is winding up, and Al Caravan last to turn for home. Nothing decided here. Steel and Pack cuts the corner. Scoria under a full head of steam down the center. Here's Scoria to challenge Steel and Pack for the front. Back third, Oh Marvelous and Mr. Magician. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Steel and Pack is unyielding on the inside. Scoria's right to his throat latch on the outside. Steel and Pack digging in and hanging on. Scoria second, Mr. Magician third, then Oh Marvelous fourth.
Number 8, Steel and Pack, crossed the wire first, but was disqualified and placed second for interference in the stretch. Put up the first was the number 3, Scoria, owned by Ed Short, trained by Jane Sibeli, and ridden to victory today by Jonathan Gonzalez. The 8th and final race, 5 furlongs on the turf. These are maiden fillies and mares, 3-year-olds and up. Scratch the number 3, Drama Princess Coco. Note the jockey on the number 6, Love Flute, is Josie Gomez.
And runners away. Toward the inside, Lady Master gets the first call from Starship Tammy, who comes away with speed, and Patrina's Love is away in good shape. She's between horses and now into second. Up on the outside, it's Jane's Cat with Starship Tammy to her inside. Far outside is Fave, by the way. Then Media Savvy, 1.5 in front of Kaylinda, and 2 lengths to the trailer, Love Flute. They move into the far turn with Lady Master to catch. Gaffleone looking for 4 on the card, leads it by 2. Toward the outside and coming on, Jane's Cat. Slipping through inside is Media Savvy. Patrina's Love is between horses. Then it's Starship Tammy and Fave, by the way. Kaylinda and Love Flute try to run on from the back, and they run to the top of the stretch. Still anybody's horse race with a 1/4 mile to go. Lady Master still in front by 2.5. From the outside, and Media Savvy now asked to do some work second. On the far outside, Love Flute is coming on. Toward the inside, it's Kaylinda. 1/8 of a mile to go. Lady Master still pulling out all the stops with a 3-length lead. Up into second is Love Flute. She's gaining quickly, but Lady Master's a winner. Tyler Gaffleone with 4 on the day. Lady Master home safe. Love Flute second. It's close for third. Starship Tammy or Patrina's Love with Media Savvy right alongside. They battle it out to complete your high five in 58-1.
Number 1, Lady Master, wins the nightcap and gives jockey Tyler Gaffleone his 4th victory on the card. Owned by Thoroughbred Champion Training Center, LLC, trained by Jamie Mahia. Very nice performance by Tyler Gaffleone. In the pick 4 today, 4 of 4, 146.70. Pick 5, 5 of 5, $760.15. The Rainbow 6, 6 of 6, $1,214.74. We will have a carryover going into Saturday's card of $15,916.09. That wraps up Friday's card. Remember, on Saturday, it is Kentucky Derby Day. In addition to coming here to Gulfstream Park to watch and wager on the Kentucky Derby, we have a fantastic 10-race live card, including double stakes action on the turf. Silk Simulcast Center opens up at 9:30 in the morning. You got to be at Gulfstream Park. Good night and good luck.